Second Sino-Japanese War. Subscribe, Universal Tutor. The Second Sino-Japanese War, 1937-1945, was a major conflict between the Republic of China and the Empire of Japan. It is often considered as part of World War II because it merged into the broader conflict when Japan and China aligned themselves with the Axis and Allied powers, respectively. Here's a brief overview. Background. The war had its roots in Japanese imperialist policy, aiming to dominate China both politically and economically. Rising nationalism and military prowess in Japan during the late 19th and early 20th centuries fueled its desire for territorial expansion. Prelude to the war. Manchurian Incident, 1931. Japanese forces staged a false flag operation, the Mukden Incident, and then invaded Manchuria, setting up the puppet state of Manchukuo. Marco Polo Bridge Incident, 1937. A small altercation between Japanese and Chinese troops near Beijing escalated into full-scale warfare, marking the official start of the Second Sino-Japanese War. Major events. 1. Japanese advancement, 1937-38. After the Marco Polo Bridge incident, Japanese forces quickly captured major cities such as Beijing, Shanghai, and Nanjing. 1. The Nanjing Massacre, also known as the Rape of Nanjing, in December 1937 was one of the war's most notorious events, with Japanese troops committing widespread atrocities against Chinese civilians. 2. Stalemate, 1939-41. By 1939, the front line stabilized somewhat, with neither side achieving a decisive victory. 3. China's Allied support, 1941-45. After Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941, China became part of the Allied forces, receiving support particularly from the United States. 3. The Chinese front drained significant Japanese resources, which could have been utilized elsewhere in the Pacific theater. End of the war. The dropping of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the United States in August 1945 led to Japan's surrender, ending World War II and, concurrently, the Second Sino-Japanese War. Aftermath and significance. 1. Massive casualties. The war resulted in millions of casualties. 1. China faced enormous civilian deaths, with estimates varying widely but often cited as being in the tens of millions. 2. Post-war settlement. In the post-war settlement, Taiwan was handed back to the Republic of China after having been under Japanese rule since 1895. 3. Civil War resumes. Almost immediately after the war, the Chinese Civil War resumed between the nationalist Kuomintang, KMT, government and the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. 3. By 1949, the CCP emerged victorious, establishing the People's Republic of China, while the KMT retreated to Taiwan. 4. Long-term impacts. The war had lasting impacts on Sino-Japanese relations and played a significant role in the geopolitical development of East Asia. 4. It deeply influenced China's collective memory and perception of external threats, and the sense of victimhood and resistance during the war continues to shape Chinese nationalism and foreign policy. The Second Sino-Japanese War is a crucial chapter in both Chinese and Japanese histories and plays a pivotal role in understanding the broader context of World War II in Asia. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like.